I don't remember that. USB-C.
But a default. These are all the options that you have under properties for camera. This black border. What camera thinks that it's outputting 1080, but in fact it's just outputting 720. So this black is just here in a second. Okay, as we can see that the DSLR is having some issues getting rid of that black border, but we can fix that with a quick filter. If we go to filters right here, I added a crop filter, which is basically going to take 160 pixels from left and right, and filter on, you can see it only gets the feed that we want. Okay, so here's the two cameras next to each other. The C922, the webcam, is a little faster when it comes to frames, and that's just because it's plugged into USB 3. And this camera only supports USB 2 because it's USB mini to USB 2. You can see that the DSLR has way higher color depth, and it has way more depth to the actual picture itself. You can see the focus level. You're able to choose this DSLR over the webcam just because it looks better, especially at when the camera is on the sides and it's not full screen, right? You can see you won't notice the lower resolution. I would totally go with the C922, get some better coloring, better lighting. But overall, it's a pretty good software. Remember, it's still in beta. With the new releases, it should get better and should get faster. So let me know in the bottom with your comments with your thoughts if you have a DSLR and if you try to use this guide.
Thank you for watching so much of the video. I hope it was helpful. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. Would love for you to follow the channel and see all the reviews and the tech talks that we'll be doing.
Yep.
We've talked about connecting your camera to your computer with the $100 Elgato Cam Link and the $300 Blackmagic ATEM Mini. But what if you could connect your camera to your computer for free using just the USB cable that came with it? Well, US better believe that's what we're talking about today. This video is going to focus on the Canon EOS webcam utility, but it's important to note that other manufacturers like Sony, Nikon, and I think maybe even Panasonic have also released similar applications. So what I'm going to do is collect all of the ones I can find and put the links to them in the description. So if you're not using a Canon camera, you can still find the resources that you need. So we'll start off by covering the installation process, and then after that I'll dive into what is so great about this and the scenarios where you still might want to stick with a more traditional. Now, as I said, there's a direct link in the description, but you can find this just by simply Googling Canon webcam utility, and it'll pop up as like the first option. So once you select your operating system, you just scroll down to where it says select your model. And you can see right on the website which applications the webcam utility is compatible with. And there's also the list of camera models right here, both EOS cameras and PowerShots. So this is quite an extensive list, and truthfully, I don't think it really matters which camera you select. So if you have multiple Canon cameras that you want to use with this, you don't need to reinstall it separately for each model. I don't really know exactly why they have you select this, but they do. So I'm just gonna pick the EOS R because it is nothing. And the best thing that could happen is it's actually possible to use your camera that's not supported officially as a webcam version. But if I go to Catalina, then it pops up. Once you see the list of software, you just select EOS Webcam Utility, select it. You do need to enter in your info, zip file, Once it's downloaded, you just open up the installation package and it will run you through the installation process. You will need to restart your computer before it kicks in. Once it's installed, it will connect it. It is important to make sure you're running the most recent version of whatever software you're using. For example, in my case, it wasn't working with Zoom until I updated Zoom to a more recent. Camera is recognizing that it's plugged in via USB. And I have autofocus turned on, but there's no box, there's no info. So if you have a camera, it makes things look, better in general. But if you're using HDMI, then you need some kind of capture card. First of all, EOS webcam utility has been utilized many times as a total lifesaver for me. I still mostly use the ATEM Mini for streaming. They're using webcam utility. I could just be imagining it, but I swear it's a thing that's happening. And also, I did mention how exciting it is to be able to use a camera like the 6D Mark II or the M50 with autofocus during live streaming, which isn't something you could do before. But if your camera doesn't have a video autofocus, you're using an older camera like the 60D or a T2i or 5D Mark III or something like that, it's not going to magically add autofocus to your camera. So if your camera already has video autofocus, you'll be able to use it with webcam utility. If not, then you'll still have to stick with manual focus. But the biggest potential downside to EOS webcam utility is its current available resolution. Right now, it only streams at 576p of the USB functionality, but I think at this point we all know Canon is extremely conservative with what they push their equipment and their software to be able to do. So maybe as viably as possible with as many cameras as possible. So it only goes up to 576p. However, I don't think that's as big of a deal as it might seem. I know a lot of people are wanting to stream in 4K, and then you're like, this is like half a K. It's a lowercase k. Why am I streaming in that? It really doesn't look that bad. And believe me, the quality from a DSLR or a mirrorless camera versus a built-in webcam is night and day. Like, I will take 576p of the 6D Mark II over 1080p of just a crummy built-in webcam any day of the week. And then when I put it into software like Ecamm Live, it still automatically upscales it to whatever resolution I have my stream set at. So using webcam utility through Ecamm, upscale to something like 1080p or even 1440, this still looks really good. It doesn't look crummy or grainy or pixelated or anything. But just know you're not getting full 1080p. You definitely ain't getting 4K out of the free EOS webcam utility. So if you want to stream in 4K, that's where something like the Camlink 4K comes into play, because it's really the only way to do that, or another capture card that has specific 4K ability. The ATEM Mini only streams in 1080, but that's fine for me. The reason I love the ATEM Mini is because of how easy it makes it to combine sources. And again, remember, all of these capture cards are not manufacturer specific. This isn't just for Canon or just for Sony. Any HDMI source will go into either of these things. So if you're trying to use a Canon camera and a Sony camera and a Panasonic camera plus like an HDMI output from a console or a webcam or something, that's where the ATEM Mini just makes your life so much easier. And if you just want to stream in the highest resolution possible, that's where something like the Camlink will really make your life.
Like a little bit.
Canon's new software for using your DSLR and your vlogging camera as your webcam. Yes, it's very exciting.
2 hours later.
This software dropped about.
Try make it private and then travel again.
Oh yeah. This software dropped.
2 hours later.
This software dropped. We'll be testing DSLR. I have the T5i 700D.
No. Okay. Sadly. Still trying.
Hours later.
This software dropped about. This software dropped. Oh yeah. This software dropped about a month and a half ago from Canon. It's still in beta, and technically my camera is not supported on it. The T5i 700D EOS models, you'll need a USB-C or what is that? Mini. most of the models on your stream.
That's one.
Yeah, just give it a try.
Okay.
All right, guys. After you
Try and make your own world base for yours. Yeah, I can try. I can try while I wait.
Wait, what's
There
the
we
go?
go.
Okay, so is Dylan coming or no?
Yeah, it's
Dylan's
one
coming.
now.
Fine.
Okay,
Mine's echoing.
I'll just do this.
Yeah. Why though?
I need to mute you. Can I do it now?
Is it too loud? Or...
Hello? Hello?
Denise, I think
Hello?
it's you.
Oh, because you're picking up on my
Is it
mic.
I
me?
think it's you.
You sure? Me.
Bam. Yeah.
We got a
I could very well do. If no one gets oxygen, which is very
In 5
fucking
seconds.
likely.
Oh,
at the moment.
that was close.
Oh, yeah. Why isn't it recording?
Yes, why?
Where? I could try. It is quick chat, not free chat.
I'm just trying.
Come on, just plugging this in down there, please. Button? Yeah, yep.
What's the code?
TJY. P.
Oh, I'm in. The right book.
cam, I used this for streaming for the longest time. To get started, we're gonna search for Canon webcam
Oh,
utility.
come on, Dylan.
One second.
Right, this is
What
the
is it?
website for the
P.
software.
Yeah. I'm Odd Fish. Right hook. I have no clue.
It's B for the book.
Very sus, I'm kinda fucked now.
Garbage if anyone wants to watch.
Where? Where come? Oh,
Oh,
never mind.
god damn. I can't go down there. I'm on the other side of the map.
1, 2. Now come watch me.
Hold on. Yeah. Are you guys gonna get it? We're not gonna get it, are we? Bro,
We're gonna
we
lose.
we're dead.
Why did no one go for the reactor?
Bro, I was on the side of the map.
What?
Me and the other imposter were sitting in there. Literally.
Oh, Nick was
Jesus.
watching me do my thing.
Yeah.
I was on the other side of the map.
Okay, can you turn off confirm injections, please? And yeah, and up the tasks a little.
Okay, so how do I, what do you want me to do?
Turn off confirm ejects.
Player speed, you want me to put player speed up?
Yeah, and add some more tasks. What, everyone else happy with that? Oh, and increase the cooldown depending on what it is.
The kill time?
Yeah.
It's 45
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That should be fine.
If you put more tasks, then you need to increase the kill cooldown.
Yeah, 45 seconds still, and you reckon that's gonna be enough? I reckon.
Well,
How do I increase the
Yeah.
so I
yeah.
believe. Nick, click fucking play again. You're done.
Oh, sorry.
time?
Take it to 60.
And
Yeah.
discussion time.
Yeah. What is it? Ah, probably 15.
Yep.
Holy shit! It's the amount of tasks we got.
What?
Holy fuck! 2 common tasks, 3 long tasks, 4 short tasks.
That's good. That's good. No, that'll be right.
Holy.
I've got thing. Oh.
You want to come in here in OBS and select add under sources, and you want to go to video capture device. Once you've opened the properties for the camera, you want to go ahead and select it from the drop